You move to a new city and find that your neighbor looks familiar, which is strange because you have never been to this city before. Then you realize that you follow her on Instagram. You came to know her through a Discord server you both are a part of. Over the next few weeks, as you are getting settled, you come across her a few times, but she never notices you. She always gives away the vibe of being lost, hurried, and angry, all at the same time. One evening, as you're returning from the grocery store with some chocolates, well, because you plan to work all night on your story, you run into her again. But even this time, she is too busy looking at the ground to notice her new neighbor. Later that evening, you look out of your window to find her vehemently quarreling with a guy in a lawn. Trying not to get distracted from your story, you shut down the window glass and continue writing. You're trying hard to come up with ideas when a notification pinged on your phone. Cursing yourself for getting distracted so frequently, you decide to check your phone one last time. It is a comment on the previous story you had published. It said, "This isn't how real life works. You should be ashamed for writing such delusional positivity horseshit all the time." You feel extremely demotivated to see some people have no respect for all the hard work you are putting in to bring these stories to them. It is heartbreaking. You feel like virtually punching this person, but then you look at the handle and it is from the neighborhood girl. Almost without thinking, you get out of your house and start walking towards hers. The front door is wide open. Perhaps the man didn't care enough to close it. You can see her sitting on the floor by the sofa and crying bitterly. Her sobs slow down as she sees a stranger standing at the door. "Hi, I live next door. I don't exactly know why you're sad, but I was wondering if some chocolates could help you feel better," you say, pulling out a chocolate from your pocket, while preparing yourself to dodge any object that might come flying your way at any moment. She keeps looking at you with teary eyes for some time. You slowly enter the house and hand her the chocolate. She takes it quite reluctantly but eats it up quickly. She probably hadn't eaten anything since morning or for a few days. Who knows? Meanwhile, you sit down near her. When she is done, she looks at you again. "Thanks," she says, as a teardrop runs down her cheek. You hug her, and she bursts into tears as if you were a long-lost friend she just found. The point of this whole story is to show that people who shower hate on us on the internet are, more often than not, in a very bad place in life. So next time you encounter a hate commenter, think about them not as someone who needs a befitting reply, but as someone who needs help to cope up with all the bad things life has thrown at them. You can't always go to their place and hug them, but maybe what you could do is write a considerate reply like, "I'm sorry you didn't enjoy my art style, but as an artist, I have to be true to myself. Hope you understand." This will not only make them feel heard, but also introspect their words next time they are commenting. Overall, it will tremendously boost your self-confidence as compared to saying something even more hurtful or blocking those people right away. And who knows, one day you guys might end up becoming great friends and sharing chocolates.